Hoping to retire someday, doing retirement planning, trying to figure out what's it take. You need a comprehensive financial planning approach. I'll explain what that means and why coming up. My name's Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Retirement is likely your biggest financial goal or one of your biggest financial goals. And hopefully it's by your choice, but at some time we're all going to leave the paycheck behind, and knowing that you've got the financial confidence to do that at a certain age and still live the lifestyle that you want, still do the things that you want to do, that's critically important. We've helped thousands of people with this, and I hope that you're getting that comprehensive help as well. And when I say comprehensive, I mean there's 6 areas to your financial life, to my financial life, to Warren Buffett's life, to Bill Gates' life. We didn't come up with this. The Certified Financial Planning Board says there's 6 areas to everyone's financial life. And the big idea and the reason for the Wise Money Show is you can't make a financial decision in isolation. You can't just look at one area and say, well, based on this is what I'm going to do. You've got to consider other areas of your financial life to know exactly what the best choice is, the wise choice, all right? So you've got to look and make decisions that are bringing synergy to as many areas of your financial life as possible. And retirement, okay, is, again, one of your biggest, it might be your biggest financial goal, financial decision. And most people, when they're planning for retirement, they're looking in isolation. They've got blinders on. They look and say, how much do I need saved up? How much do I need saved up in order to retire? Guys, that's not adequate. Retirement planning is going to impact all 6 areas of your financial life. So if you're not planning and making the decision about when to retire and how to retire without, if you're not looking at all 6 areas of your financial life, then odds are you're going to make a mistake. And a mistake that either means you can't retire at the time or at the lifestyle that you want, or you've paid too much money in taxes or made some other sort of costly mistake that isn't even readily apparent. So why do you need to take this approach, and how specifically are all 6 areas impacted? So the first area of comprehensive financial planning of your financial life is your present financial position. So this is your balance sheet, so your overall net worth. So this is where you would look and say, well, how much do I have saved up and dedicated towards retirement? But it's also income plan. So it's either an income statement or a budget or whatever, but how much income are you bringing in, and how much of that are you spending? How much are you saving? How much is going towards debt? So guys, within your present financial position, this is where you, number one, are figuring out how much income do we need in retirement? Because you're looking at, well, here's what our lifestyle is today. How are we going to replace our income? Where are we going to get income from in order to cover and meet that lifestyle? Okay, that's present financial position. Connected with that is, what's your Social Security decision? How are you going to optimize Social Security for you? When are you going to draw it? Will one of you draw it? One of you delay? Will you both delay? Will you both draw immediately? How do you make a wise choice with Social Security? That is part of that income plan within that present financial position. Will you have debt in retirement? Does that fit, or do you need to have a plan to get the debt paid off before retirement? There's no judging. There's no best way you're doing it, right way, wrong way. It's just what's your way, okay? And you've got to look at that. That's housed within your present financial position and impacts your retirement plan, because if you're going to have debt for a season in retirement, your expenses are going to be a little bit higher for that season. And then once that debt's paid off, your expenses will drop. You've got to factor that out in your retirement plan. There's an infinite number more here within present financial position, but the last one I'll touch on is most people, when they think of retirement, they think of more recreation, more travel, more fun, okay? So these are expenses that tend to not come up each and every month, but tend to happen in chunks, right? We're going to go to Florida for 3 months, or we're going to take this big trip, or we're going to whatever. Those are delayed spending items, as we call it. So how are you going to approach delayed spending? In retirement, are you going to have a set amount of monthly income, but then these delayed items you're going to pull out extra from your IRA, or your set amount of monthly income are you going to be setting a little bit aside each and every month to cover these big expenses? Again, there isn't a right way or a wrong way, but in order to retire with confidence, you've got to plan that out, and that's present financial position. Protection planning, guys, that's the second area of your financial life. Medicare. You're going to make the biggest health insurance decision of your life when you retire. If you retire before 65, what's your health insurance strategy before getting on Medicare? Guys, this is an enormous decision. That's protection planning. What are your decisions with health insurance, life insurance, home and auto insurance, and so on? That's protection planning. At retirement, you're going to make the biggest health insurance decision of your life. That's what you do with Medicare. For life insurance, do you still need life insurance? Most people have a temporary life insurance need, meaning they need term insurance, and it should be aligned with about the time they retire. Is that your situation? Can you let your term insurance drop? Do you still need some term insurance? Also, home and auto insurance. At retirement is typically the time that you have more financial assets than ever before. Do you need an umbrella policy? Is this a time where you need more insurance than ever before because you've got more at stake, more to protect? And then finally, long-term care. The risk of you needing assistance at some point later in life, you've got to make that decision, because how you manage that risk is going to influence the amount of risk that you have on your entire retirement portfolio, making it for the rest of your life and serving you and being there for you during all stages of your financial life. Tax planning, it's a huge shift. Your third area of your financial life is tax planning. When you shift from a normal paycheck onto retirement and you've got Social Security and you're drawing money from IRAs and other investment accounts, you might have capital gains, you might draw a little bit extra out to take a certain trip or buy a car, whatever. Guys, that has huge tax implications, huge tax implications. So how much are you going to draw from pre-tax accounts versus after-tax accounts? Should you do Roth conversions? Will your Social Security be taxable? Can you structure your finances and your income such that none of your Social Security is taxable? How can you eliminate the income-related monthly adjustment amount that comes with Medicare if your income's too high? So basically, IRMA, can you avoid the Medicare surcharge if you structure your income a certain way? Before 65, if you retire, can you structure your income in such a way where you're getting cheaper health insurance through healthcare.gov? These are all tax planning questions. And finally, what do you do with required minimum distribution? What can you do to avoid or limit the impact of required minimum distribution on your taxes? So guys, there's just an infinite number of tax planning strategies related to your retirement. Investment planning. How should you structure your investment strategies to align with when are you going to need the money? When are you going to withdraw the money? Okay? One of the biggest dangers with target date funds, in my opinion, is when you switch to retirement, you're just selling a little bit of every investment because you've just got the one. Little bit of every investment every single month. Guys, it's not the way to do it. We have a personal pension plan, but what are the right investment strategies for you? Typically at retirement or near retirement, your risk downshifts, and then later in retirement it will downshift again. But so being aware of that, and then how should you structure your investments so that you can get the right level of income and not have to worry about market volatility in retirement? That's all part of your investment strategy. And then the final area of your 6 areas of your financial life is estate planning, okay? So what are your intentions? I mean, none of us has an idea how long we will live, what our true life expectancy is. So as you're building up for retirement, you're trying to plan for how long will this money last, okay? But you've got to have conditions in there that if you pass away before that, or if you pass away and there's still dollars left, how will they be efficiently transferred to that next generation? How much will be given away to charities? How much will be given to the next generation? And what's the tax treatment? What's the tax structure of that estate plan as well? So guys, retirement planning is one area of your financial life. Okay, that's one of the 6. But then present financial position, protection planning, tax planning, investment planning, and estate planning, along with retirement planning, those are the 6 areas of your financial life. And you can't make a great retirement decision without looking at all 6 areas of those. While you're planning up for retirement and then when to retire and how to retire, you can't make a great decision, a wise decision, if you're looking at any one of those areas in isolation and not looking at all 6 together. That's why every video I'm going to tell you, you got to work with your certified financial planner. Make sure they're doing comprehensive financial planning so you can make great, wise financial decisions. Do you have a goal of retiring someday? I hope so. I hope so. Are you taking a comprehensive approach? If you're not, make sure you contact one of the CFPs on my team. You can find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.